Hi all, hope all is well. Doing another EU4 achievement real quick. So this one's Imposter Syndrome. Start as Among Us and have 3 nations become hostile to you after your spy is discovered in their network. So it's an achievement that's deceptive sounding but actually rather simple. They did recently, I think as of King of Kings, they updated the achievement description because you think, oh, it means they've got to turn to the actual opinion modifier of hostile, but that's not true. It just means that they need to have a negative opinion of you at the same time as the opinion. I can't, I've got the achievement already, so I can't show you, but it needs to have the spy discovered modifier in here, where it says different religion, what's your preferences. It needs to have uh, spy found. So this is a real quick, easy one. I'm not even going to get estates. You can literally just roll the dice until you get discovered. It's about spy detection, basically. You can try to affect the rate at which your spies are detected, because foreign spy detection minus 0.4%. The higher the foreign spy detection modifier, the easier it is for other people to discover you. So really it's just about getting rid of your prestige. And as far as I recall, there's not an estate that removes your prestige. To an extent. You have the modifier of try that again. Patronage of the arts, but you don't have anything that says lose prestige. So to lose prestige, you need to do things like, well, we just need to take bad ones in events, really. Getting involved with battles and losing them loses you prestige. There's... If I had a spare diplomat, I'd go around insulting people because it costs 5 prestige. So yeah, this is pretty much just let the game run and get discovered. When I first did this achievement, I think I got it in the year 1449 or 1450. So like the other 2 achievements that I've shown off, more like Disciples of Enlightenment, this is one which is more deceptively easy than Makes On, and can be done very quick because you actually don't need to worry about anything. You can see I'm pretty much just speed 5ing the game. This is just speed 5 the game. It doesn't matter about how high the spy network is, because as shown, it's about the risk of discovery per month. Foreign spy detection, just, yeah, it helps, but it isn't the be all end all. This does though. We'll take the stability because although that affects foreign spy detection, we can lose it by... What can I do without diplomats that makes me lose the stability? Doesn't matter too much. It's fine. It's just offset. It's not a problem. Realistically, another thing you could do is, rather than what I'm doing, is find out Morocco's rivals. Well, spying on Portugal's okay. But I believe if I was to spy on, say... Oh no, having a rival means it's less likely to be discovered. So try to find people that aren't the rival. Although this information here conflicts my points. Basically, just get the risk of discovery per month up. And then once you've done one, you just do another country. And then you just fingers crossed that Iberia doesn't declare on Morocco. if they declare Morocco, as long as you're safe. But at that point, what you can do is you can actually like raise an army and stuff, and get your Liberty Desire high enough to fire off an independence war, just to keep yourself alive while this happens. That's it. So now it's just the waiting game. This, funnily enough, while Disciples of Enlightenment was a 0.8% achievement, this one I believe is 0.4 or 0.5. So although it's a very, very simple achievement, it's literally just waiting. It's an achievement that very few people have. Again, it should be anywhere. Massive ducats. Should be anywhere from around 1448 to 1453, realistically. Purely based on. There you go. Aragon's been discovered. So we'll go to. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Let's go Bohemia. The reason why it's better to spy on Europe, of course, instead of these guys, is because they're a different religion. Modifier starts at -10. So to show off the modifier, Aragon now has the modifier did covert actions. So it's a 2-step condition achievement. It checks for 3 nations to have an overall negative opinion, so this is -50, and also to have the did covert action modifier. That's the 2 things it checks for. It's no more difficult than that. So hopefully Portugal fires off soon. Of course, it's kind of slow in the beginning a little bit because with ideas you can speed up like foreign spy detection, and you can make the risk of discovery of a month higher by having foreign spy detection. I can't remember whether he does or doesn't, but it wouldn't surprise me if Lemon Cake had a spy detection maxing video. But it's a fairly unused modifier, so he might not even consider worth his time to make such a video, but I think a foreign spy detection video could be quite funny. Because there's got to be a nation out there that has it. And then you have max stability, we put maximum prestige on top of it, on top of vetting, and then there's a couple ideas that add foreign spy detection, I believe. Because you've got, when it comes to diplomats and spying, there's spy network improvement, and then there's spy network detection, or rather foreign spy detection as it's called in the game. I can't remember what I did. I think there's 1 or 2 extra idea sets together that give you foreign spy detection. Oh, Portugal's popped. So although it should really be from Bohemia, let's do Castile. Doesn't really matter what option we pick for the most part. We've gained like 5 ducats in the whole achievement run. Poggers. Gotta love it when your nation earns less than a ducat a month from the get-go with basic units. Also, why do they give so many? Every minor nation gets given cavalry, with the exception of nomad tribes and stuff like that. They're so expensive to run. Cavalry early game, although it can be worth it if you're, say, playing as the Ottomans who start with cav combat ability, for the most part it's just not. Okay, they don't start with it, but it's like idea 1 or 2. It's also fun if you're running a Cossack nation, but otherwise it's such a drain on the economy that the actual amount that they provide in combat isn't worth it for a while. I think it's Tech 6 that cavalry starts to come into its own. for no reason at all, I'm mentally leaning towards the legalism decisions in a run that doesn't even matter. So you can see, good covert actions tends to be a very quick diplomatic opinion modifier that goes away quickly. So you get did covert action for about 10 years and then it goes away. So if you're not quick enough, you will not get the 3 you need. But you can constantly cycle it. In regards to this achievement as well, if you're having bad luck, just get to Tech 4, get diplomatic ideas, get the diplomat, have 3 spy networks on for people at the same time. Just make all 3 pop at the same time. Otherwise, Bohemia should be popping relatively soon. Come on. Morocco's quite a fun nation to play. If anybody hasn't gone for it yet, go for a Morocco gameplay. There's an achievement called the Sudanese Expedition, which is conquer all of the Niger and Sahel regions. So basically, the West African portion here. It's quite a fun little achievement to go for. To be honest, I did go for it a little while ago, but unfortunately the save file was done just before a patch update. I didn't go back into it again. I was nearly there, and then I didn't realise when the patch was meant to set in, and kind of shot myself in the foot. But well, I'll go back and get it another time. It's quite fun though, you just integrate these guys, take on Tlemcen Jr. so you can control the piracy in the Med Coast, earn loads of money. I mean, you can also form Iberia. You can sort of go into Iberia to form Andalusia. Sorry, not Iberia, obviously. So there's the option to form Andalusia once you're done here to then make a colonial empire for a full gameplay. But if you just want the achievement, you can just ignore Iberia. Come on, Bohemia. We have 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. So hopefully one of these two pop. I believe based on my current modifiers, this 2.21% is the maximum possible risk of discovery. Unless somebody starts counter-spying me. But I'm nobody's rifle. Nobody's rifle? Rival. Words are difficult. Again, should be anywhere between 1449 and 1453-ish. Based on the discovery risk per month. If you're really lucky, you'll get it on the head end. If not like this, you'll get it on the tail end. But honestly, it's no more than a 10-year achievement realistically. When I mentioned the whole diplomatic ideas thing, there you go. So, Portugal did covert actions, negative modifier. Aragon did covert actions, negative opinion. Bohemia did covert actions, negative opinion. And that is how you get the achievement. I will strongly note that it can be any 3 nations as long as they have a negative opinion of you while having the did covert actions. They don't have to start with positive relations with you. Like for instance, if I did it on Tlemcen, they could count for the achievement as long as they have negative relations with me while they have did covert actions. So that's how you get the achievement. And that's it. Easy game. Well, easy spy detection. And we didn't expand an inch.